brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular, but in the playoffs, you'll take solid, and that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Yeah, Richardson will throw to start out here. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Richardson looking to throw this. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This is the tight end, Njoku. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. David Njoku, 33 yards. And the Colts are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Five wide. What's that?
Allen off the play fake. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try the left side. Lane. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Colts set to take over here offensively.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Mixon running one. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Now it's Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 5 yards. Out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Alert! Attack!
Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. It's Lane, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To the air, Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe it'll slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Moore, the motion man. Now Richardson.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Back to the air with Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Touchdown, Colts! Darnell Washington, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. A point after, good by Groupie.
And we are tied at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And again, it's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Xavier Worthy,
31 yards.
and the Texans have taken the lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise. Right now, absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Richardson out of the shotgun.
He's got it to Matthews, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Richardson working from the gun. He's got the connection to Moore.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Richardson looking to throw. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And his pass incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the set. Timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Richardson looking to throw this.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
From the shotgun, Richardson. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward. Up on the board instead. A long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee, might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line.
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing now is Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 28. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Hey, home.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Regular.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lane, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
56.
Now Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Richardson.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Richardson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That penalty is declined.
Now Richardson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson.
14 yards.
And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Groupie able to add the PAT.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Takes it to about the 37. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a 2nd and 6. They go play action with Richardson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
In motion right comes Matthews. Now Richardson back to throw it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. On the move past the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Look out! Look out!
On 1st down, Lane. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's Richardson throwing to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson able to get away. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Richardson.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And the pressure gets to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this...
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Lane. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Look out! Look out!
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lane, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Go! Go!
They run the counter. Lane. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, Allen.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Again, it's Richardson.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack.
Richardson.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
David Njoku
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. A point after, good by Groupie.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.